Manchester United knocked out Barcelona from Europa League with a scoreline on aggregate of a 4-3 at Old Trafford at Thursday night. How did Manchester United play? What did Erik ten Hag change in this game that he knocked out Barcelona from? So without wasting of time, let's get started. Before starting this video, a big congratulations to Manchester United for advancing into the round of 16 of Europa League. Now Manchester United truly deserved this victory because they were better side in both the leagues. Now let's see what Manchester United did with ball in possession. As you can see from the goal kick, Manchester United were building with three centre backs with Rafael Varane, Lisandro Martinez and Aaron Van Bissaka staying as a third centre back. And for Barcelona, Lewandowski and Sergio Roberto would press both the Manchester United centre backs. But Manchester United had man advantage from building out from back. So Balde would be aggressive on marking Aaron Van Bissaka. That left would leave Manchester United players 1v1 with Barcelona players. And Manchester United were happy in this because many times in the game when Alexander Balde was caught up very high and where he could not track back, this means Bruno Fernandes was having ample of spaces in the right channel of Barcelona. Now because of Bruno Fernandes is not a winger and he do not have pace in him, so he was not much effective for Manchester United on that hand side of Barcelona. Now this is where Barcelona lost the game. The inexperience and the in-game understanding by Xavi. And for that you have to praise it Erik ten Hag because he's a wonderful. At this point of time, as you can see, Lewandowski has the ball, and if he made any right decision and passed the ball to Rafinha, then it would have been a great opportunity for Barca to counter attack. Now in this game, I feel that there were no final third decision for Barca were very poor. They were lacking final third decision, especially whenever Barca were counter attacking or in a good scoring scenario where a final ball and it is a goal. So from Barcelona, this needs to improve a lot. And credit to Manchester United because they really defended well, or you can say that they desire to win this game, and a fair result for them where they won this tie and advanced into the next round of 16 in Europa competition. Now throughout the match, as you can see, especially in the first half, there were ongoing attacks on the left hand side of Barcelona, and this what changed the whole game. As you can see here, what Erik ten Hag game reading, in-game reading, in-game management is very good, and this is why he is an elite top-class manager. He sees that Wout Weghorst is not affecting this game, and so Bruno Fernandes on that right channel. So he went on substituting Wout Weghorst, who was doing nothing in this game, and shifted Bruno into the middle and went on getting Antony, who has pace on that far right hand side and will trouble Barcelona defense. And that exactly what happened in that game, as Erik ten Hag thought. In-game change by Erik ten Hag that won them this game, and it was a brilliant move. Now, if you remember, there was an early chance in the first half where they got gifted goal to Roberto, but in this defense, you have to praise Casemiro for that tackle on Sergio Roberto. If he do not made a tackle on Roberto, then it would have been a goal. Now Barcelona need to capitalize on this type of chances where opponent gift you goal because these are big clutch moments and you have to be clutch because this can be a goal decisive, a one goal which can decide all the game and can win you game. So Barcelona need to really take those chances and they have to be clinical and that instinctive finisher in them where opponent gives you a goal and bam, it's a goal, nothing else. And especially in these big matches, you need to be ruthless and clutch player, which can win you ties like this. Now, a equalizer for Manchester United where Cassie had a bad control And for that, Manchester United punished Barcelona. Now this was I was talking earlier. You need have to be clutch because these are very small detail, and this small detail can win you or lose you the games. Now over here, you really have to ask Xavi that why he went on playing whole 90 minutes from KCA where he was having a very poor game into the second half, where his final decision making in the final third were awful, and his running was like he was not running at all. It seemed like he was not interested in this match. And to be really honest, it is not fault of KCA because he is not that guy who can control the ball in the close control in the tight space. You cannot expect from this kind of a player to do what Pedri does for this team. No. And it doesn't seem like Barca were not having bench players, but they were having players on the bench like Pablo Torre, Jordi Alba, and many more who could have impacted this game, especially after an equalizer, and especially after you see that KCA is having a poor game into the final third. Not only that, but his ball control is also not good. His decisions are also not good. So you really need to ask question that why the bad players who were not impacting in this game played a whole 90 minutes, and there were players on the bench who could have come and impacted this game and played a much more better game than the players were on the pitch and could have affected this game in a much more positive way for Barcelona. Now this is where Eric Ten Hag showed his class. In the first half, as you can see, Barca really played good and Manchester United were struggling. Now going into the second half, we see that Eric Ten Hag made an immediate substitute. He goes on to substitute without Weghorst and brings Anthony and put Rashford as a number 9. So really Eric Ten Hag supremacy showed and why he is the best coach over Xavi and in the Premier League right now you can say. Now if you are following Manchester United in the past game you have also noticed that he made the same substitution in the second half, where in the first half Manchester United were not playing good, they were dominated by opponent, but in the second half he made changes that were necessary. Now these are the some things that Xavi needs to learn from Eric Ten Hag and all the manager to make the bold changes and also in-game changes. Now many of you are blaming Robert Lewandowski that he ghosted in this big match. I know he did not do anything apart from that penalty he scored, but if you look, he was not getting service from any midfielders or any players. So I think it is not wise enough to blame him for not doing that. Barca needs a reinforcement in his midfield area, especially a player like Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, or any player who can play as a number 8 because Kessie and Roberto cannot play at those positions with effective of Pedri and Gavi. But we need a creator in the midfield if we want to achieve something into the next season, like we want to go deep into UCL or any kind of a tournament. Now, please let me comment down below that what do you think about Manchester United, that will they win Europa or not? Please. So guys, if you like my video, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel and please like this video and please don't forget to comment down below and also share. Until next time, peace out.